back to PnP Playthrough, the show about PnP Play board and card games, and I've been, this is episode 7, finally. I haven't been uploading a lot of content for about a couple months now, and that is because I had been sick with pyrophobia. No, no, that was a lame joke. You're probably going to be hearing a lot of those now. No, well, no. Actually, I had a video game. I'm doing design courses, so I had an entrances. I'm preparing for my entrances for design institutes to get into. So that's gonna be going on till April now. But so I've been busy preparing for that. But now I'm back. Well, I'm back. So, well, thanks so much for tuning in. Now, I am going to be having my entrances till April. So I might not be able to put as much content as I could put. Not a lot of content, but I'll be putting at least a couple of videos per month, 1 or 2 videos per month, and yeah, I'll be putting content at least like that. Till April, and then I'll definitely be putting up a lot of content. And okay, so the second announcement is basically what this show is, what this episode is, and basically this is a PnP Show, which is a very creative name for a series. I should have thought of a better name, but anyway, no. The reason I'm calling it a PnP Show is basically this is a very hopefully short, say about a 15-20 minute video series in which I'm gonna be basically telling you about all the different things that are happening in the board game design and the PnP Play world in general. So what different PnP Plays have come out that have intrigued me or that might appeal to you, what is going on in the design contest, what's going on in the board game design forums on BGG. There are a lot of PnP Play related things happening over there. And so I'm going to be just giving you the overview and the highlights of what is happening, and then I'm going to be doing the last bit, which is going to change from time to time just for the variety of the show. So I'm going to be changing the last bit, but today's last bit is going to be a bit of cardboard, which you'll find out what it is very soon. So right now, without further ado, let's just, oh yeah, and there's one more announcement. So this for a starting intro part is basically the announcement, PnP Play announcement of this show. So basically one more announcement. This isn't the first video that I'm filming after a couple months. I've actually just before this, I guess 2 days ago, I have finished filming a pitch, I guess. I wouldn't call it a review, but it was a kind of a pitch for this bad boy right over here. I made a preview sort of a mage night for Edo's game channel, and Edo is a really well-known game reviewer. You might have heard of him, and he's accepting guest reviews, so I thought it would be a nice chance for me to pitch in and just have a good time reviewing my favorite game. And then of course it might even bring a lot of more people to this channel as well. So let's see what happens. I'll tell you when the guest review comes out on Edo's channel. I've done a review for Mage Night, so that's pretty much the announcements. You might be wondering why I'm checking this right here. This is basically the timer. I've decided from now on to keep a timer here because my videos are kind of running a little bit longer. So, and this is basically just all the news and everything that is going on here. Just thought I'd clear that out. So anyway, enough blabbering. Let's get on to the news. Welcome to news. This is T. Hardy, and you're watching PnP Play News 24/7. Watching PnP Play News 24/7, and today I'm just not going to be doing this. Well, this is kind of blurring my vision. Okay, so basically in today's news, first of all, the PnP Play games. I've checked out the design forums and a really helpful blog called PnP Play News by Chris Hansen. And Chris Hansen has this really helpful PnP Play News blog where he highlights all the PnP Play games coming out, the design contests and everything. So I've checked that out. I've checked the design forums and what games that I thought I was intrigued by, and I thought you would like, that we're getting a little bit of buzz. I've highlighted. I thought I would highlight them. So basically, I've confirmed that the print and plays of these are available. So first game I would like to talk about is if you've seen the movie Princess Bride. It's a really amazing movie. I really like that movie. It was released long ago, and I haven't watched it really. No, I mean, I haven't watched it, but I've heard a lot about it. That is great. So okay, basically, Princess Bride, the deck builder, is someone is releasing it's the print and play for Princess Bride, the deck builder, is coming out. And it's kind of a legendary encounters alien-based deck building system, and it's kind of inspired from that model of a system. And it's so basically Princess Bride deck builder. Oh, and all of the links of all these games and all of the things that I'm going to be talking about will be in the description right below. So if you want to check them out, go to the description and you will find all the links. If not all the links of the games, I'll direct you there some way. Don't worry. They're in the description. So, Princess Bride, the deck builder game. If you like that movie, you might want to check that out. Next, game I would like to highlight is Harvest Feast, which is a 1 to 2 player game about farming. Now, the thing about this game is a nano game, which means that it's only 9 cards, and you only have to print 1 page full of 9 cards. And they're basically like tiles, and it is just a 9-card print and play game. And you have to use some cubes and dice with it, but you can use just normal cubes. So it's very component light, but it's a game about farming and harvesting. I thought it was really thematic. I haven't played it, but I watched the really well put together how to play video. It's a WIP thread, so the designers put together a really nice how to play video, and I thought that was pretty intriguing. So so you might want to check out Harvest Feast. Star Trek, the dice game. Now is another print and play that I was pretty intrigued by. I love Star Trek. I'm a huge Star Trek fan. So if you're a Star Trek fan, this is a game I checked out from the Print and Play News blog that Chris Hansen hosts, and it's a 14-page print and play. I think it's played solo. It looks neat. It's got some player boards going on. It's not very light, but of course it's Star Trek. So you might, if you're a Star Trek fan, you might want to check that out. Star Trek: The Dice Game. Chris Hansen, the creator of the print and play blog, and also the host of the solo print and play contest, has made a game called Tasty Battles, which I also thought was very fascinating. It's a children's game about, it's about food fighting. I didn't read a lot about it, but it looks interesting, so you might want to check that out. And it's kind of a very light game. So, Food Fighter. Now, these were the games that I thought you'd like. Now, there are 2 games that weren't getting a lot of, they aren't very getting a lot of buzz, but these games I thought and I found were pretty intriguing, so I just wanted to highlight them. So basically, the 2 games are, the first one is 4th Grade Confidential, which is a game based on a comic book, which highlights that, which kind of covers there's a high school detective story, and you're kind of, it's a high school detective game. The theme is very intriguing. It's a game by George Jaros, and it's a very comic-y style art game. I like the games that are based on comics and are very thematic, so I was pretty intrigued by it. And another game that I was intrigued by the concept of, now I don't know how good this game is. The art is not very great, but I thought the concept of this game was good, that as House Rules, and this is again another one from Chris Hansen's Print and Play blog, which he had covered. So House Rules is a game in which basically I haven't read a lot about it, but it seems like you're trying to make house rules out of games. I mean, there's barely a game. The game is kind of incomplete, but you have to develop the game as you play it, and the concept sounds very interesting to me. I mean, as a designer, making a game as I play that game, and you know, if someone is able to design a game like that, I think that sounds very interesting. So you might want to check all these games out. These look really cool. So you'll find those links in the description. Let's get on to the next segment. On to the next segment. Sorry, I keep bringing those specs. On to the next segment, design contests, and these are print and play design contests in the BGG design forums. And there's a forum called this design contest, and I wanted to highlight them because they're especially made for print and play games, and a lot of great games come out of them. I personally enter in a lot of those contests, and it is an amazing experience. If you're a game designer and you make print and play games, I think a lot of almost all game designers make print and play games. So if you're a game designer, you should definitely enter in at least one of them. I think it's a really great experience, and you learn a lot from the designers and everything. So I want to highlight these. I wanted to highlight these contests, and you know, just tell you the status and what's happening. If you already know about the contest and you're coming, and if you already know, well, this is just a quick recap of what all is happening in the design contest forum. And also, you know, there are some other contests as well which are related to print and play. Okay, so first, there's a Cardboard Edison is a blog about game design, and it is hosting its new award for unpublished game designers. For unpublished game designs, and it's called this Cardboard Edison Game Award. And the entry deadline for it is actually just in January 31st. That's like about 2 days from now. So you might want to enter it fast because the entry deadline is closing. So it doesn't have any restrictions. You can enter it. There's a $5 fee that you have to, and you have to make a video for your entry before you enter. But if you're a patron of Cardboard Edison, you don't need to pay the $5. You get a coupon. But yeah, Cardboard Edison is hosting a new award for unpublished game designs. The next one is there are two contests which are kind of similar and also coincidentally have similar time frames they're running into. And one is the Nano Game Print and Play contest. Now, Nano Game Print and Play contest, I talked about a game in this contest earlier. All of the games in this contest have only one page of components, and in one page, they're going to have 9 cards of components, more specifically 9 cards of components. And in this Nano Game Print and Play contest, they allow different components, but the components other than the 9 cards, you don't have to print out. So you just have to print the 9 cards. So I think that is a really huge bonus for us printing players, because I mean, also for designers, that is a neat restriction if you want to challenge yourself. This is a great going. And the other one is the one-page print and play contest. So the difference between the one-page print and play contest and the Nano game is, in the one-page print and play contest, you have one page of any components. In the Nano game print and play contest, you have to design a game in 9 cards, and in the one-page print and play contest, you have to design a game with 1 page of print and play components, and then you can use some components like dice and cubes, I think. But the Nano Game Print and Play contest is ongoing, and it is going to be, submission deadline is April 1st, so you might want to submit and get into that quick. The ongoing one-page print and play contest is ending on April 15th, so you might want to check that out as well. Next, we have the very exciting 18-card microgame contest. This is one of the contests that I personally entered into board game design, really, and this is the 18-card microgame contest, which is being running for, this is the second, 2015 was the second year it's been running. I'm talking actually about the 2015 18-card microgame design contest, and it's a print and play contest where you have to make a game out of 18 cards and no other components. You can't use dice, you can't use cubes. And so there are a lot of different innovative games that are coming out of this, and I'm really looking forward to this. So you can't enter it because the entry deadline has closed, but the final 18 have been selected, the top 18, and you can vote on it, and there's a voting process going on. The voting ends on 31st January, and so you might want to check that one out. 18-card microgame contest 2015. The next one is the 2-player print and play contest 2015. In this one, you have to make, the only restriction is you have to make a print and play for 2 players. It can be a print and play for 1 to 5 players, and it plays with 2 players, but the game will be judged on how well it plays in 2 players, and there are a lot of categories in that. And this contest starts from 5th of Feb. Now, well, the host of this contest in previous years was Nate Currit, who isn't going to be hosting this contest this year. They say that there's another host called some guy called Tom Hardy, or someone who's going to be hosting this contest. I don't even know this guy. So basically, I'm going to be hosting the 2-player print and play contest this year. Yay, I'm very excited. So yeah, well, we're going to be starting on 5th Feb, and hopefully we'll be ending before the solo print and play contest as well starts. I'll talk about the solo print and play contest. Well, 2-player contest is starting on 5th Feb, so if you want to join in, please join in. The link is in the description. The next one, and I think this one is probably the biggest contest of the year, and well, it is usually the biggest contest of the year, and that is the solo print and play contest, and this is the 1-player print and play contest. Now, a lot of times we print and players do not get to play print and play with other people, which is why we have to play solo sometimes, but sometimes that is good, because solo games are really cool. I really like solo games. So this is a contest especially for solo print and plays, and there are a lot of categories in it. This year, this contest is starting a little bit late. Tentatively, Chris is the host of the solo print and play contest. He said that it's going to be starting tentatively on May 29th, and it'll be ending, the submission deadline will be on July 31st. But it's not, the dates haven't been confirmed yet, but if you want to be checking that one out, that's going to be starting on May 29th. That was Design Contest, and let's see you in the next segment. Alright, welcome to the next segment. It's a very short segment called as the must-read thread, or it's actually must-read thread. Well, that doesn't rhyme, and I'm really boring at coming up with names for this. Okay, anyway, so this is actually I'm going to be highlighting one thread from the print and play forums that I really found interesting. The design forums on BGG, and this one is in the board game design and art forum, and this is very interesting. A user called as Bilbo at Bagin is doing video editing for anyone who wants it. So he's doing a video editing, and he's put some examples up, and I really liked his style. He's very generous, and he's taking up to 5 free projects for anyone who wants them. If you want a video editing done for your YouTube channel video or your Kickstarter video, you might want to check this thread out. He's doing 5 free videos. So that was Bilbo at Bagin is doing video editing. The link is in the this description. Okay, so now to a bit of cardboard. Now, what a bit of cardboard is a little bit of cardboard. Well, print and play games are essentially print and play board games, and as much as I play print and play games, I am a board gamer and a board game designer. So to discuss about print and play games, we also sometimes have to focus on our the hobby's father, which is kind of board gaming, which is board gaming. So so I'm gonna be in this bit. I'm gonna be discussing about the latest and greatest news that has been hitting the board gaming culture right now, and well, in my opinion. So I think in this month, Fantasy Flight and Asmodee Christian Peterson has announced that Fantasy Flight and Asmodee, as well as Days of Wonder, are going to be combining under one banner, which is Asmodee North America Incorporated or something. Yeah, I think it's that. So Fantasy Flight and Asmodee and Days of Wonder are going to be combining themselves. They were kind of combined. I mean, Christian Peterson was kind of in the same thing, but they're also reducing their distributors down to five of the major distributors, and they're going to, I think they're going to cut the costs of, they're going to increase the cut the discount of the online retailers to support local retailers, but we don't know much about that. What we know is they might be doing this. They might be including Fantasy Flight as Mode and Days of Wonder under one banner. I don't think why that's necessary. Fantasy Flight Games has such a good reputation, and a lot of my favorite games are Fantasy Flight. So anytime you go in the store and you check for a game of Fantasy Flight, you're just wanting to buy it. And I know that for Asmodee, I guess I like a lot of their games, but a lot of their games are okay as well. So I don't know if this is a good thing, really. I don't think so, because Fantasy Flight has a huge name, and we might be saying that if the game is good, the publisher doesn't matter. And you're right, it does. But when you're selecting a game, the first thing you check for is the publisher. And as much as you might be saying to yourself, I don't care about the publisher, we all do this. Oh, new game. Hulu Kulu Lolo, a children's game about abstract puzzles. Fantasy Flight Games, I'm buying this one. Oh, new game. Legends of the Cosmic Horizon, a sci-fi game about space adventure. Hasbro. No offense, Hasbro. I love some of your games, but no. But the thing is, I don't see why that's necessary, really. And I would have liked if Fantasy Flight would have stayed Fantasy Flight, because that is a huge game in name and board gaming. Well, that was our print and play show for this month. I'll see you next month for the print and play show, and stay tuned for print and playthroughs. Happy gaming, everyone!